Peeps, it's me, Snowy Boy, and today I'm going to be playing some massive simulation in NBA 2K. I'm just going to choose the Los Angeles Lakers here, if I can find them. I'm just going to be rebuilding them and, just going, doing my thing. Probably in the sim, maybe 20 years into the future. I'm going to be using the Embrace the Paces draft class. In our squad, we got D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr., Vach Zubats, Brandon Ingram, Nick Young, Timothy Mozgov, T-Rob, Tariq Black, Lou Waldang, Tyler Ennis, David Nwaba, and Corey Brewer. And Mid-World Peace. Can't forget about him. And anyway, just gonna start off by trading away Lou Waldang and Corey Brewer, because we don't really need them. We have plenty of younger stars. And Lou Waldang has such a massive contract, so I guess that we're just gonna have to trade him away separately. I think if I give someone like Clarkson has a good contract to trade away. Not seeing much here, so I guess that we're just gonna have to I'm just gonna try to trade away Timothy Mozgov to anyone that can offer me an acceptable contract. Check out the contract. I think I'm just gonna have to appeal to someone with a lot of cap space and just like trade for a second round pick. I think maybe if they just gave us away Mike Miller for that, and some second round picks. Mike Miller is too high. Or Hibbert. I'm not going as planned. Well, literally everything is super valuable. Okay, Timothy Mozgov in 2 seconds for TJ McConnell. And then let's see. Dang. I'm just gonna try to free up cap as much as I can. Celtics don't have much cap. Who's got a lot of cap? The Jazz do for this season at least. Geez, normally it's not this hard to find, good trades. It's got 18 million. Who can take an 18 mil? Mavericks can't. The Bucks can, though. The Bucks can as long as they get rid of some. Dang. Well, no pun intended, but maybe if we get someone more valuable with some cap, we can trade them away. Like maybe we'll take Dellavedova. At least it's an improvement on the cap space, and I can just flip Dellavedova real quick. Like for Mac Miller. Their first round pick, that'll give us more. And then let's see. Check out the rotation. We don't have the good of a shooting guard position, so I think that I'm gonna change Jordan Clarkson to a shooting guard. He goes up a lot more. Center. Where's Zubats? Did we trade away someone? Am I missing something? Might have traded away Zubats. Let me use the player finder. Oh, we traded him to Milwaukee. That's probably why they accepted the trade. That was pretty stupid of me, to be honest. Didn't realize I was trading him away. Didn't get rid of 3 mil. So we'll just take McConnell for Zubats. And then we'll trade away to find another decent point guard to give away. Let's see, we want younger guys. Doesn't really matter if they're good or not, per se, but someone around TJ McConnell's level. If we go to the Dallas Mavericks, get Yogi Ferrell, or Nance. Could we give up someone less valuable? That Nuggets pick. So this. Okay, so I need to move. We need to find a better backup. We're gonna change Yogi Ferrell to a shooting guard, and that puts our rotation at not enough small forward, which is odd because we just traded away a bunch of small forwards. All our small forwards are reserves. Take away some of give some minutes to Zubats. And take away minutes from T-Rob. Let's get all of our starters at 30 to start. And then this will put Corey Brewer at these minutes until we can find a suitable replacement. I'll start simming soon, by the way. A lot of the we can also sign maybe someone out of free agency. You know, I never really thought of that, actually. We can go to free agents. And we're gonna have to waive someone. Quick edit, I'm gonna waive, what's his name, Tyler Ennis. It's a minimum contract, so it doesn't really matter. Trade finder for Jared Sullinger. He's got a decent contract, so we should just be able to find that's decent. Wizards, go to the Wizards for Bojan. They're over cap. We just have to give them, do we have any minis? T-Rob. Birkin, 2 second rounders. Don't want to give up any more picks. Alright. So that is all the trades that we will be making. The rotation here, I don't want to give minutes to Tariq Black. I want to give them to Zubats. And then so this is going to be our rotation for year number 1. Hopefully we can sign someone young stud in free agency. But anyway, I'm just going to simulate until the trade deadline. We're not really worried about wins or losses right now. In fact, we're going to go 0-6 to start. But I don't mind that because we want to get our pick from the 76ers. So we just have to be complete shit in order to get that. But we're still not worst in our conference. So that's going to be good. Now we're the worst. The worst team by far probably in the NBA, but we're going to tank. We're going to trust the process. Hopefully some of our younger guys will develop soon. We don't want to go on a win streak too far here. But we're just going to do, what the Sixers did. We're just going to sit back and let ourselves lose. We're winning against people like the Magic and the Heat, and the Pistons, we really shouldn't be winning against. We should just be losing all the time. We won against the Pacers and the Mavericks. But we're just going to take some more L's. Sitting at 10-40. Everything's going to plan. I don't really know who I'm going to take in next year's draft. This year's draft. But, we'll see. Hopefully someone slides down. Markelle Fultz, Lonzo Ball. I'll also take, Josh Jackson if he's available. If we even have our pick. Because I'm going to go in order from... I'm going to do Markelle Fultz and then Lonzo Ball and then Josh Jackson. Considering we have a top 3 pick. But we're not really going to... waste our time with that. And now for some odd reason, we are winning. Do we have any contracts to extend? No, we don't. But now we're winning. We're on a 3-game winning streak. But then, we're back to losing again. Just gotta lose, lose, lose. We edged out the Sixers by 1 point. This year's free agency, I'm not thinking to go for much. I'm more concerned about next year's free agency because they'll have more young studs for us to kind of persuade to come over to us because we're the up-and-coming team. And we take 2 L's to end the season. We're 21 and 61, which is pretty bad, but it's good. Westbrook goes 34.5, 12, and 13.6 to get MVP. Ben Simmons, Rookie of the Year. Tyreek Evans, 6th Man of the Year. Hassan Whiteside averaging more rebounds than points and 3.3 blocks. Wins DuPont, and Nikola Jokic with 17, 11, and 7, as well as a steal and 1.5 blocks. Shooting extremely efficiently. And Steve Kerr wins Coach of the Year on the Warriors. Anyway, who we got on rookie? We have Ivica Zubac, who did put up some great numbers for being a first-year player. And that's really it. All we have for awards. So I'm just going to simulate the whole playoffs. If San Antonio gets the 8th seed and almost upsets Golden State, well, Golden State just cakewalks to the finals. And I get a message. So, I'm just gonna be hanging around here. And everyone is declining for some reason because we did so bad. We did terribly. But that's fine. Anyway, player retirement. Yeah, Meta World Peace leaves. But that's fine. Vince Carter and Dirk and Paul Pierce all retire. So that's left. So their challenge isn't really taking effect anymore to see who would leave last. But anyway, draft lottery. We'll see what's going on. Trailblazers. They get the 14th pick. And then the Trailblazers also get the 13th pick. And then Timberwolves for 12 goes to the Timberwolves. Nuggets 11th goes to the Nuggets. What's next? Suns at number 10 goes to the Phoenix Suns. Hawks pick goes to the Hawks. Everything's going as planned. Kings go to the Kings. And then the Hornets at pick 7 goes to the Pistons. The Hornets are now in the top pick, and then the Heat get the 6th pick, meaning that now there are multiple people competing for the top 3. The 5th pick goes to the Magic. So this is our prediction for pick, and it goes to the Boston Celtics. So we're in the top 3. Prediction: Lakers goes to the Charlotte Hornets. So now we're in the top 2. Lakers versus Pacers. Who gets Markelle Fultz or Lonzo Ball? And we have landed the first overall pick in the NBA draft. So we can really go for anything that we want here. And so, next draft lottery. Oh my gosh, oh no, they screwed up the stuff. That's bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So we're gonna have to go change the shot clock and stuff. Staff signing. We don't need to do any of that. NBA draft. So, we of course have the first overall pick in the NBA draft. And so this is really up to us in what direction that we want to go, from here. So of course we have everyone available. I just want to see what we can get for that. For a pick, we can get Thonmaker and Malcolm Brogdon, which are probably the most solid pieces we can get. That's just a guaranteed talent there. Mike Conley, Chris Bosh, Rudy Gobert. So not much in terms of like big trades for earlier picks. So I think that we're just gonna have to go in and we're gonna have to choose our prospect. It's gonna be a point guard. It's coming down to Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball. So I'm just gonna use the stats. They're both B. Markelle Fultz will help distribute the ball to our young talent, but Lonzo Ball is a straight out. He's a good for sure scorer, and he can bring a spark to our young team. And we have our pick for this year, for next year, and so I think that I'm just gonna have to go down to Markelle Fultz. '20-year-old point guard. We're gonna take Markelle Fultz. He had a great year in college. And hopefully he'll be good in the NBA and not a bust. People are loving this pick. The way the list of we took Markelle Fultz. The Pacers took Lonzo Ball. Hornets got Josh Jackson. Celtics took Malik Monk over Dennis Smith, Lauri Markkanen, Jared Allen. Jason Tatum goes to the Kings. Wesley Uwindu, which was a bad pick by the Suns, goes there. Nuggets get De'Aaron Fox. Excited about that. And then my Blazers took Ike Anigbogu and Jonathan Isaac. So not my most favorite draft in the world. We're gonna decline these players' team options because they're just cap destroys for us, but Spencer Hawes accepts his contract. Qualifying offers, take that to Bojan and Burke. Yogi's gonna test. I don't care about any of these other people besides Yogi Ferrell. We're doing here. We're not gonna offer the big time people any money. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna offer that to Bojan. I'm gonna take that for Farrell. Looking for younger people. I'm not gonna give Noel. Not gonna give Noel that much money. I can offer him. I can offer him a 2-year contract. Dion Waiters. I'll hit him with a 3-year deal so that our cap matches up correctly. Otto Porter. I don't know if he wants to talk long term, but I can do that for him. Let's see who's there. No one's really, so I guess let's just go here. So let's see how many people reject us. No one so far. Let's check out the offers that these people already got offered. So, got 100% interest. 100% interest. In 100% interest. So, we're gonna match Bojan. Might not be the best idea, but we can always trade him. So, we get Nerlens Noel. And we can re-sign Yogi Ferrell. Downloaders and Otto Porter go back. For Kyle Korver minimum. And who do we got here? So that's probably going to be all of the people that we are going to sign, and then Kyle Korver goes to the Spurs. Yogi Ferrell and Jordan Clarkson would be a good duo off the bench for the for our star-studded backcourt of D'Angelo Russell and Markelle Fultz. Go to player progression, and all of our young studs kind of shot up, I'd say. People that stayed the same. Ivica Zubats didn't do that much, but Jones, Russell, Larry Nance, all these people, they're doing pretty good, I'd say. But our summer league team, Larry Nance, Brandon Ingram, Markelle Fultz, Hugo Farrell, and Ivica Zubats is our summer league team, and I feel like that's a good team. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, low draft class 2018. We're gonna do 2018. It's probably gonna be the draft where I trade up my other assets to get a star like Michael Porter Jr. And anyway, I'm trying to go for like second or third pick, but we'll see there. I'm just gonna give untapped potential to some people. Try to get them to be better than before. Then we'll give that to Nerlens Noel. But anyway, I'm just gonna advance to the next season. I just gotta check my player contracts. So our team salary total, it's pretty bad, actually. But it should be okay if we make some good trades. So first of all, I'm going to move D'Angelo Russell to shooting guard because he just becomes a superstar there. And so our rotation here, I'm going to switch Markelle Fultz to starter, where he'll get some minutes. I'm going to give all starters 32 because I feel like they should be able to live up to the expectation of starting now. And Bojan can stay, Farrell, Zubats, Spencer Hawes, minutes can go. and then we can give the minutes to Jordan Clarkson, and then I guess that we'll switch Yogi Ferrell. We can go Jordan Clarkson back to a point guard, and then rotation looks pretty good. So this was actually probably going to be, you know what, never mind. I'm just going to sim through date this whole time. We're not doing bad, actually. We're bobbing around 500. Not that bad. We're going on a win streak. We're actually in playoff contention right now. We're on a good winning streak, but then the L's come piling in. Just completely disappointing performance so far. The scoring is also messed up, so I'm just gonna have to change that in the off season. We've made huge improvements from last season, which is what I want to see, but now we're starting to lose our grip. We're a younger team, so I don't think that we can really get into playoff contention right now, but we'll take what they're going to give us. We're first in our conference. We're fighting for first. Back between first and second. We're just going in. We just have to give our all because that's all we can do. We've got options on people so that we can accept and decline those as we wish. Yeah. So we went on a losing streak a bit, but we're back and now we're fired up. So it's the trade deadline. We're second in our division, sixth in our conference. Looking at the scoring is off, so these stats are probably not accurate at all. I would like to stop simulating contract extensions. None of those guys will resign. Well, Julius Randle won't, at least. So we're winning, we're shooting up there. But the second I say that, we jinx it, and then we're lose some more. But we're just bobbing around. I don't really like when you bob around 2K. It's pretty annoying. Because, you know, we were doing really good, and we still are doing really good. But we're just bobbing between 6th and out of playoffs. It doesn't feel that accurate. We're doing great, and we finish 5th in our conference in our division. Russell Westbrook wins MVP, but the stats are screwed up. Our Markelle Fultz wins Rookie of the Year. Dwayne Wade, 6th Man of the Year, and Hassan Whiteside, Defensive Player of the Year. Sam Decker wins Most Improved Player. For some reason, Tyronn Lue, Coach of the Year. Anyway, we got no one in there. All defensive, we might have someone, you know. Markelle Fultz wins Rookie of the Year and All Rookie second team, first team. And then we have no one else anywhere. But this is our first play-up matchup. It's Utah 4th seed versus us, the 5 seed. I'm just going to simulate this game by game. Take game 1, take game 2, take game 3, take game 4. We swept the Jazz in our first playoff series in a while. That's surprising. How do we check our playoff stats? D'Angelo Russell kind of went off. We were 32 of 66 on field goal percentage, 6 of 20 on 3. We were just inefficient as a team. I don't know how we swept them, but I guess that they were less efficient than us. We're going to sim that round, and we're going against the 1-seeded Denver Nuggets. So I'm not expecting us to go that far. They take game 1. We take game 2. We take game 3. They take game 4. They take game 5. And they take game 6. But that was a good run. We swept in our first playoff series in a while. We improved by like 29 wins, which is a great improvement. Let me go to league meetings. These are all pretty bad. Draft lottery. I just want to check. Suns, Timberwolves, and Mavericks get the top 3. I find that interesting. We'll see what goes on. I don't think that we have any picks, so I think that we're just gonna go to rookie signing. We had no one. Team player options. Gonna accept all of these studs. Join our team. Paul George declines his option to return. He's gonna be a free agent. Qualifying offers. We'll offer that to Julius Randle. I'm not gonna offer him. I'm not gonna offer him a contract. I feel like there are better players like him we can offer a contract to, like Joel Embiid. We can offer him a 4-year deal. Jabari Parker, we can offer him just a 4-year deal. Melo doesn't want to join a contender. Rodney Hood's not worth the money. Gary Harris, too much. Zach LaVine, too much. Clint Capella, too much. Yusuf Nurkic, too much. Julius Randle. We will offer it to him, but I'm probably not going to accept it unless other people decline. Jabari Parker goes. For some reason, the Spurs always want to get Joel Embiid, and they always do end up getting him for some reason. But we get Joel Embiid this time, and we can still offer Julius Randle a contract. It's not like he's gonna go anywhere else, and we can't really sign anyone else as we're out of cap pretty much. We can sign a vet like Nene. And I think that's it. Let's see the jumps that our young stars made over this journey. This will probably just be a video. I'll upload the other part of this later, and I'll see you later. The repetitiveness is amazing.